Springsteen, Deliver Me from Nowhere. So this movie came out a couple weeks ago, on October 24th. But like I said, if you guys didn't know, I spent all of October from the 1st to the 31st, Halloween, just staying home and just focusing and just watching nothing but Halloween horror movies, Halloween movies and horror movies, and and television shows and miniseries, just focusing only on that. And the only so I didn't watch like anything. So I didn't go out in theaters and watch any brand new movies unless if it's like a horror movie or a Halloween movie, which there was only one, which was Black Phone 2, which is why I reviewed that movie. I went out to theaters and I saw Black Phone 2 in theaters because, it was in October, and it qualifies. It's a horror movie. It's a supernatural horror movie. So if, I went out to the movie theaters to only see that movie, and then I went back and just binge watched, and I just keep watching. So that's why. So yeah. So because of that, the month of October, I just spent the entire month of October just watching nothing, just doing nothing but Halloween, just Halloween. That's it. So because of that, I did not went out and see like any, like the new Tron movie, or this Springsteen movie. That's why I didn't, watch any of that. But anyway, now I have time. Now that Halloween is over, and I have time. I went out and I saw Spring. I finally, I had some time to spare, and I went out and I saw Springsteen Deliver Me from Nowhere. And listen, like, I'm not a huge fan of, I wasn't a huge fan of the Elvis movie until I saw the Austin Butler Elvis movie. And after I watched the Austin Butler like Elvis movie, I just listened to nothing but Elvis Presley. I just loved Elvis Presley. That movie, I love that movie so much. I mean, coming soon, after, Springsteen, next we're gonna get Michael Jackson. I mean, I'm already a huge Michael Jackson fan, so like before, but I can't wait for that. And I do, and I thought, the music, after watching this movie, I'm starting to become a fan of Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen. I mean, before this movie, the only songs that I know from Bruce Springsteen was "Dancing in the Dark" and "Born in the USA," the two biggest like major hits. When it comes to Bruce Springsteen, of course, I'm sure he made some other songs, but those are the only two that stuck in my head before I watched this movie. Um, but now, after I watched it, I'm like introduced to like his other songs that I never heard of, that I've never listened to, but I started to. I started listening to Bruce. I started opening up. This is what I like. When I watch a biographical musical like movie, like this, or Elvis, or coming soon, in April, the Michael Jackson movie. And also the Led Zeppelin, was it Led Zeppelin, or was it oh my God. Oh no, it wasn't Spinal. It was Led Zeppelin. Yeah, I saw the Led Zeppelin like documentary movie, and I really enjoyed that movie. I really enjoyed that documentary film, and I saw it in theaters. And after I watched that movie, I started listening to nothing but Led Zeppelin songs on my way back from the movie theater all the way back home. And the same thing with Bruce Springsteen. I pulled up a playlist, Bruce Springsteen playlist, and I just listened to all of his songs, like all of his songs this past weekend, like like very recently. The same thing, like just listening to nothing but Bruce Springsteen songs from the movie theater all the way to home on my way back home. So yeah, I'm starting to open it up. I still think I'm sure there's like bunch of the Led Zeppelin movie wasn't like a biographical, musical drama. It was or the a complete unknown or a complete unknown with Timothy Chalamet. I completely forgot about that, and I just remembered. Oh yeah, I saw that movie. I saw that movie and was blown away by Timothy Chalamet's performance, and I can't wait for Marty Supreme, his next film. Timothy Chalamet, but you know, after watching all these movies, I never heard of these art. I've heard of these artists, but I know like maybe one or two of their songs. But after I watched their movies, A Complete Unknown, like but also the Elvis movie, Springsteen. After I want, and even though Led Zeppelin was a documentary film with the actual members of Led Zeppelin, even but still I still listen to their songs, and after I was because I was so intrigued and I was so interested. If the film, whether documentary or biographical, or a biographical, it I was still hooked and I loved it. And the same thing here. I still think a complete unknown and both a complete unknown and the Elvis movie are both way better than Springsteen. Um they're vastly like when it comes to directing and when it comes to both directing and writing and like the execution of all of the above. But anyway, like Bruce Springsteen, this movie, Jeremy Allen White, like of course, everyone knows him. Um, Everyone knows him as the lead. He's the leading star in the Hulu FX TV show. I think it's Hulu FX or something like that. The TV show the TV show The Bear, which is, by the way, it's one of the Bear is one of the best like Hulu TV shows ever. So you guys need to check that show out. And he kills it in both The Bear and in this Bruce Springsteen. Like I haven't seen, I did not see, unfortunately I didn't see like any interviews of the real Bruce Springsteen. And I didn't like judge or compare Jeremy Allen's, his voice, is it like accurate to the real Bruce Springsteen or not? Or his like mannerisms and his, all that. I didn't watch any, interviews, so I just didn't really care. I didn't really care, and I didn't have the time for it. But I just thought he brought all, like he gave a powerful performance. Jeremy Allen White, he gave a powerful performance as Bruce Springsteen, and like I felt it. I felt it in my heart and in my core. It is. I thought, yeah, Jeremy Allen White, obviously, but when it comes to supporting characters and supporting actors, I want to say Jeremy Strong, both of these men, Jeremy Strong and Jeremy Allen White, both of them carry this movie from beginning to end. And I mean, well, Jeremy carries it from beginning to end, but Jeremy Allen White could carry this movie, excuse me, beginning to end, but Jeremy Strong really helped support it. Both, Alan Wright's character, Alan Wright's character, well, as Bruce Springsteen, and you really end, with the story. Like, yeah, they were all really great. It is sad that this movie it is, unfortunate that this movie only grossed $31 million worldwide on the budget of $55 million, making it a box office flop. Not a lot of people paid attention to this movie. None of you guys paid attention. I was, like I said, like Halloween. I just spent October. This movie came out like late October. I just spent all of October, like 100%, just staying home and just watching nothing but horror movies. And if there are any brand new horror movies out in theaters, which there was, Black Phone 2, which I reviewed, and you guys should go check that out. Uh, but like besides that, like yeah, no one saw this movie. No one paid any attention to the trailers. I don't maybe there's like barely any marketing for this movie, and because of all that, as a result, it was a box office flop. Um, but Yeah, like I really love how this movie really focuses on Bruce Springsteen's lowest emotional, point in his life. And but I will say the main reason why, this movie is, a complete unknown, both a complete unknown and, movies like a complete unknown, and the Elvis movie are better than this Bruce Springsteen movie is because like, this Springsteen movie feels very B level. Like it feels like a B movie. You know what I mean? It feels I felt like it was too what's the word? Brooding? It was too brooding, too, emo. I don't know. Something like that. Um, like I said, Jeremy Allen Wright, both Jeremys, Allen Wright and Strong, uh, bring such a stellar performance to this film. But yeah, it feels very B level. You know what I mean? But yeah, but that's pretty much my main reason why. Well, that's my main issue with this film. But other than that, yeah. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say for Springsteen. Deliver Me from Nowhere. Like I said, I'm sorry that it took me. I know this movie came out October 24th, but like overall, like just spending October is just Halloween time, and the same thing goes with December. Like December, I'm not going to. This and starting. I think 2025 might be the year where I'm just gonna like just where like all of where October I'm just gonna spend the whole month just watching nothing but Halloween movies, and December just listening and watching nothing but Christmas movies and Christmas songs. You know. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say for Springsteen Deliver Me from Nowhere. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to listening to my review, my thoughts on this film. Please like and subscribe. Definitely subscribe because that would help me and my YouTube channel out a lot. I appreciate all of you. I'm thankful for your support, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.